Okay, so at this point, it's been 3 days, so I have a lot to catch you guys up on. If anyone even is watching this, right? Uh, I got drunk on Friday, and then I woke up with a hangover, and sometime like at 12 noon, my friend invited me out to the bar, so I was hidden out of sleep until like 5 o'clock. And then I finally got up and agreed to go out to the bar. A lot of that day is a blur, to be honest. You see, I think we planned to go to the bar around 9 p.m. So by then I was like fully awake. I think I started getting ready around maybe 7 p.m. and left the house at 8:30. And on my way to the bar, my car just suddenly like started roaring to life. I think the muffler broke, but I was like panicking because for the longest time I've had these like warning signals on my car that have been like, low oil and shit like that. And so I was scared that my engine like finally broke down. But I think it's just my muffler. So tomorrow I'm planning on going to have that looked at. Not fun. Especially because it's like I just was feeling like I was in a good space financially, and now it's like, ooh, how much money am I gonna have to spend on this repair? So annoying. Um, Anyways, I got to the bar, and it was a fun night. There were a lot more like gay guys out at the bar than I expected, so that was like really surprising. Because usually, like, I just feel like because of the place that I live in, there aren't really a lot of spaces for gay people to meet, and so it was interesting seeing how many gay people were actually out at the bars. Um, and it was also interesting because my friend he says that he's bisexual, but I feel like he's just straight and lying. But his friend that I met at the bar was also gay, so it was interesting. It felt like he was kind of trying to flirt with me, but I wasn't really interested in him at all. He wasn't really my type, but he was really friendly, so maybe I made a new friend. I haven't added him back on Facebook yet. Um, so yeah, the bar was fun. We went around, we bar hopped a bit, and then I made it back here, and I think I passed out as soon as I got back home. Sunday, nothing really interesting happened. I just woke up with just enough time to go to work because I was still hungover. And then when I got home, I just watched the morning show on Apple TV because I didn't have energy to do anything. And on Monday, I just pretty much spent all day in bed because I was just exhausted. I called out of work, which I feel incredibly guilty for because I really just should have like soldiered through it. And now I'm gonna be missing out on a day of money, and there might be potential consequences to calling out of work because I've been doing that a lot lately. I think I've done it at least once a month at this point. I don't know how I haven't gotten fired from this job. So I'm hoping I don't get written up when I go there tomorrow because again, I don't like this job to begin with, but I do like having money. So, you know, fingers crossed. Also after work tomorrow, one of my old friends and old coworkers said he might be able to look at my car and work on it for cheap. So I'm hoping that he is able to figure out what the problem is with my car and it won't cost a lot of money to get it fixed because I do not want to shell out hundreds of dollars at this time to get something stupid fixed on this dumb car that I need to get to and from places because I don't live in a walkable city. So annoying. So annoying. Um, and I think that's kind of what I was thinking about, like with this whole car situation. Like I was just thinking about my financial history, like just like as when I was finally reaching adulthood and finally working, so much of my money, like so much of like the reason why I cannot seem to like stay afloat or ever get ahead is because of these shitty fucking cars and this fucking car insurance. Like when I first got a car, it was like a 1999 Saturn or something, but in order to get it like insured, because you have to have insurance in order to get it registered, it was $400 or something a month. And I'm like, that is ridiculous for an 18-year-old who just joined the workforce and needs a car because the public transportation, first of all, no one wants to ride the public transportation system in this city because it sucks. And there's a bunch of weirdos on it. And it's also just, it's more convenient to have a car. But it's like $400 a month is ridiculous. I mean, I guess it makes sense because, I don't know, it really doesn't. But I don't understand how they estimate it, but it just seems like it's a scam because it's not even full coverage insurance. Um, just to never have any money. Working a just slightly above minimum wage job. So, I don't know. And then on top of that, it's not like I'm buying like the newest car off the lot. It's like a used car. It's a 1999 Saturn. And then so there's just like this history of high insurance costs, shitty vehicles that need expensive repairs. Like one car, the transmission just went out and that was expensive. And I think I actually paid to replace it instead of just getting a new car because it's like, what is the point of getting another shitty used vehicle when I'm just gonna also have to continue to put money into it for the repairs because it's old. But then again, of course, there's always some problems. Like you can never just have a car work and not have any problems. There's always something. It's just impossible. Like I feel like if I weren't having issues with cars constantly, I would probably have so much money saved up right now. But that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to get my car fixed because I already don't have car insurance on it. The tags are expired, and now something's wrong with the muffler. And so it's like, nah. I'm driving around with a target right on my back if I get pulled over by the police. I'm like, oh no, I hope they don't tow the vehicle. If I get a ticket, that's more money that I gotta pay when I already can't afford the insurance. And I don't even know, I haven't even looked at what the current quotes are for car insurance right now because I just like, I want to be able to pay off the full premium. I do not want to do a monthly premium because that would be, more monthly expenses, and I just don't want that. I rather like pay it all off fully there. That way they can't change the rates, because they do that, and that way I just don't have to worry about it. And then that'll give me time to save up again when the 6 months end, and I could just, it'll probably be cheaper. And then again, I don't have to worry about it for another 6 months. That to me is like the smartest way and the easiest way to get car insurance. I was thinking some other thoughts. I swear to God, every time this happens. Oh yeah. So over the weekend, I also got into some sort of argument with my ex, who is like not really my ex, but I could just consider him my ex because it's like the situationship that we were in where it was so intimate. Like it felt very real and meaningful to me. And we're still talking to each other. So we met in 2018, and like we were on and off for a year and some months, like seeing each other physically. Um, but it was just toxic, and we stopped talking to each other. But we recently reconnected through text message, and he's been saying that he wanted to see me and try things again. So I took that seriously, and I kind of had expectations that things would go a certain kind of way, and those expectations were not being met, and I was trying to be like really patient with him about the whole thing and understanding of his situation. But I just feel like after a certain period of time, I shouldn't still be asking certain questions. And I don't know. Like we've been texting back and forth for I feel like a month now. And he's been saying that he wants to come see me, but that he's just so busy. And I'm just like, at this point, it doesn't make any sense for you to be messaging me, because every time, like, you know my schedule, I know what your schedule is, but you're not making any plans to see me. You keep saying eventually I'll come see you, and I'm like, what is the point? So it just felt silly. So we got into an argument, and he's not texting me back. And so I'm just like, I don't know what to do with that situation, to be honest. It just feels like a lost cause. There's nothing I can really do. And I don't feel like it's fair for me to keep waiting around when there aren't any plans being made. So that happened this weekend, and it's really been kind of bothering me, because I feel like, what are we doing? Like, why are we being so silly right now? And I'm just like really tired of wasting my time with people, and I feel like that's what's going on. I don't know. Has there been anything else? I'm just kind of rambling at this point. Oh, another thing that I was thinking about. With me getting drunk over the weekend, I was kind of thinking about how it's kind of ruined the forward momentum that I was gaining. And I've been wondering if I should like really cease drinking altogether, because every time I feel like I'm like really doing good and really thinking and focusing about life, I'll get drunk over the weekend, and it's like it's so hard to bounce back from that. Like my energy levels just feel so depleted. I have no motivation to do anything, and I'm not sure what the purpose is to be doing those things. Everything just feels like it gets discombobulated, and I lose focus. So I've been wondering if it would be a good idea to stop drinking on the weekends, or period at all. I'm not gonna make that decision anytime soon though. My birthday is coming up next week, and I do expect to be celebrating that this weekend. So after that, then we can just try to make some changes here. But it's definitely not productive, and it's not getting me closer to where I need to be to lift myself up out of the situation that I'm in. So those have been my thoughts. that has been the past 3 days. Tomorrow I'm going to go to work and hopefully get my car fixed. And then Thursday, I don't know, we'll see what happens. I don't have to go to work until 12 on Thursday, so I'll have a lot of free time in the morning. And that is everything. Thank you so much.